Reverend Snow makes his opening remarks, I'd like to ask you all to refrain from smoking. We have a low ceiling and very little ventilation, so it would be very uncomfortable. Reverend Snow?
Oh, it's on. It's quite a... I feel like a rock star. Doing something. Well, welcome to you all. This is marvelous to see so many folks out. This is a mini concert, I'm told. Normally the big productions are held in January, February. I understand that at that time of the year we have 2 and 3 nights of entertainment. But it's great to see such a fine crowd here tonight. We're here to have fun mostly, but also to raise a bit of money to help pay for the maintenance work that you've all seen on St. Luke's Church next door. You'll see that the windows have had to be removed and repaired, and we've got a new clapboard going up, and we're expanding our Sunday school room, and we've made all kinds of improvements, including a washroom. So it's wonderful that you're all here tonight to support the renovations and improvements at St. Luke's, and to have a great time together. And it's great for me to be here. It's my first old-fashioned concert at Court de Grave, and I'm very happy to be with you. And I hope you have a great evening, and I hope it'll be a lot of fun. Well, can I ask you now to stand as Barbara plays for us the Ode to Newfoundland.
When silver voices through my roof beat of the smiling land, we love thee, smiling land. As loved our fathers, so we love, where once they stood we stand. Their prayers we raise to heaven above, God guide thee, Newfoundland. God guide thee, God guide thee, God guide thee, Newfoundland.
My dreams of a young lad, a fisherman to be, to welcome my father's home from the sea, with his hand on my shoulder and a wink in his eye. Son, always be proud, you're a fisherman's boy. My father was a good man, I'm proud of his trade. He never got rich on the money he made, but his love for his family no money could buy. I'll always be proud I'm the fisherman's boy. The herring would come and the capelin would go. No squid in the fall, he would go in the hole. No corned beef, no salt pork, no white bread or rye. And always be proud you're a fisherman's boy. The winters were long and the living was tough. Saltfish from homebred, it wasn't enough. He looked at his family with a tear in his eye, saying always be proud you're a fisherman's boy. The years have gone by now and the times they have changed. To turn back the pages is nothing today, but the thing I'll remember till the day that I die is always be proud you're a fisherman's boy. His fishing had ended in the year 44. His hardships, his worries, his troubles no more. If he could return now to see what I've known, I know he'll be proud of his fisherman's son. Your doctors, your lawyers, your teachers, you can go seek your good fortune across this great land. But wherever you go, boy, just hold your head high, and always be proud you're a fisherman's boy.
next item is a song, Ode to Fred Mifflin. Thanks to Fred Mifflin, our next skit is a meal of fish.
Liza, never guess what I got here.
Oh, now, what have they got pulled off on you now?
A real, true, blue codfish. First one I've seen since the moratorium. Some nights, ain't it, Liza?
Sure is.
Look at these fins, they still got fins, look. They're just as smooth as Father Brown's ball head. Some nights, ain't it, Liza?
Yes, and I can't wait to get baked in the pot.
Baked? You say baked? I've been 3 years waiting for a meal of fish, and now you're talking about baking it.
Honestly, the news we got to have and baked, I can still smelling now, stuffed with the bread and the onions and the savoury,
Yeah,
sizzling in the, and the fat pork across
Yeah.
it, sizzling in the pan.
not bloody likely. He's gonna be stewed. The only decent way to cook a fish. I've waited now just about 3 years for a meal of fresh cod, and I'm gonna have him stewed.
Now don't be so contrary. You know stewed is the best way that I likes it. If I cooks and he's going to be stewed, that's the only way for a cod to go.
Liza, that fish is gonna be stewed, and no one will get a apron. Now I'm telling you, get ready to stew him.
Well, if he's going, you're stewing yourself if you want some stewed. I want stewing here.
Well, if that's the way it's going to be, he won't be cooked in this house, either stewed and a baked.
Oh my goodness, he was throwing away that good codfish out in his land wash. And look, there's a couple of gulls gone off it. Going for his gun now, I suppose. Oh, like I was thinking so.
The only chance I got now is to kill them 2 gulls and have them stewed in the pot. Don't think I can stew the baked to what?
Well, if this moratorium goes on much longer, I expect we're going to be reversed.
Our next item is a song called Molly Bond by Wayne Morgan and Stimpa Stern.
The pleasant dreams of boyhood years, how swiftly they flown by. The heavenly light shone in her eyes, she was too good for me. And an angel claimed her for his own and took her from Lochray. She was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes they shone like diamonds bright, like stars at early dawn. A smile she had for every lad, but her love was all for me. When first I gazed on Molly Bawn, aboating on Lochray. Oh, I have lived a stormy life, my hair silvery hue. A plaintive voice rings in my ears in tones and subdued. A lovely form still lingers there, and her face I think I see. Oh, that's the face of Molly Bawn, aboating on Lochray. For she was young and slender and gentle as a fawn. Her eyes they shone like diamonds bright, like stars at early dawn. A smile she had for every lad, but her love it was all for me. When first I gazed on Molly Bawn, aboating on Lochray.
St. Peter stood guard at the Golden Gate, with a solemn face and an air sedate. And up to the top of the golden stair, a man and a woman ascended there. They applied for admission. They came and stood before St. Peter, so great and good, in hopes the city of peace to win, and to see if St. Peter would let them in. Now the woman was long, she was lank, she was thin, and she had a scraggly beard growed on her chin. But the man was short and plump and stout, and his features were built so he was rounded out. His face was pleasant, and all the while he wore a kind and a pleasant smile. Music in the distance the echoes awoke. The man stood still while the woman spoke. "O thou who guards the gate," said she, "we too come hither beseeching thee, to let us enter the heavenly land, and play our harps with the angel band. Of me, St. Peter, there is no doubt. There's nothing in heaven can bar me out. I've been to prayers 3 times a week, and almost always I'd rise and speak. I've told the sinners about the day when they'd repent of their evil way. I've shown them what they must say and do if they pass in with the chosen few. I've talked to them loud and I've talked to them long, for my lungs are good and my voice is strong. And so, St. Peter, you'll clearly see that the gates of heaven is open to me. But my old man, I regret to say, he hasn't followed the narrow way. He cursed and smoked, and great faults he got, and I don't know whether he'll pass or not. He'd never pray with an earnest vim, or go to revival or join in a hymn. And I had to leave him in sorrow there, while I with the chosen united in prayer. But oh, St. Peter, I love him so. To the pleasures of heaven, now let him go. I've been enough of a saint, I've been. Won't that atone? Can't you let him in? Isn't there some way you can see that he may enter who's dear to me? But say, St. Peter, it seems to me the gate isn't kept as it ought to be. You ought to stand by that opening there and not sit down in your easy chair. And say, St. Peter, my sight is dim. I don't like the way your whiskers is trimmed. They're cut too narrow and outward tossed. I'd like them better cut straight across. But we've got to be going our crown to win. So open, St. Peter, and we'll pass in. St. Peter stood still and he stroked his staff. And in spite of his office, he had to laugh. Then he said with a fiery gleam in his eye, "Who's tending this gate, woman? You or I?" Then he rose himself to his stature tall, and he pressed a button upon the wall. And he said to an imp, "Accompany this woman down below." Now the man stood still as if turned to stone, stood silent, gloomy, there alone. Now a lifelong settled idea he had, that his wife was good and he was bad. Now if the woman had to go down below, there he would most certainly have to go. That if she went to the regions dim, there wasn't a ghost of a chance for him. And slowly he turned by habit bent to follow wherever the woman went. St. Peter, standing on duty there, observed that the crown of his head was bare. Calling him back to the gentleman said, "Say, friend, how long have you been wed?" 30 years, with a heavy sigh. And then he thought, and he added, "Why?" St. Peter was silent with head bent down. He thought of it, and he scratched his crown. 30 years with that woman there? No wonder the man hasn't got any hair. Smoking is bad. Cursing is not good. Well, he smoked and he cursed. I should say he would. 30 years with a tongue so sharp. Say, Angel Gabriel, give him a harp. Give him a harp with golden strings. And pass in, good sir, where the angels sing. See that on the finest of food he feeds. He's had about all the hell he needs. Doesn't seem the right thing to do, to roast him on earth, and hereafter too. So they gave him a harp with golden strings, and a glitter sword, and a pair of wings. And so the scripture has come to pass. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last.
Bob and Emmy are going to sing.
Yes, he does.
Bob and Emmy are going to sing A Little Too Small. The name of the song is A Little Too Small. Whenever you're ready now.
I'm happy-go-lucky wherever I go. I always enjoy a good time. The reason I'm happy all of the time is because I will spend my last dime. There's a misfortune that lands over me. They say I don't grow and get tall. I'm sore to the quick, and it's a abominable shame. They say you're a little too small. You're just a little too small, young man. You never can answer at all. You're young, I know. Perhaps you will grow, but at present you're a little too small. There lives a young girl out in yonder town, and I love her as dear as my life. Just last week I got down on my knees and I asked her if she'd be my wife. Now the answer she made, in my hands she fell, we were to be wed in the fall. But I'm single yet, and the reason is that they say you're a little too small. You're just a little too small, young man, you never could answer at all. You're young, I know, perhaps you will grow, but at present you're a little too small. Now a short time ago, my rich uncle died, and I knew I'd be in for a share. The last words he said, I stood by his bed, my boy, you're a young millionaire. And now to congratulate, next day at home, all the ladies around me did call. I says, young lady, you must now excuse, you're just a little too tall. You're just a little too tall, young girls, you never can answer at all. I'm young, I know, and someday I will grow, but at present you're a little too tall.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if there's any connection on that. That guy said it was a little too small, and this couple are going to make a visit to the doctor.
Oh, Alice, what seems to be the trouble with you two? Hey? What?
Well, he was trying to show me how to load the gun to go and do something. And the old gun went off and I blew the ears off him.
I got a terrible ringing in the ears, Doctor. I should say you have. Now, Alice, how did you manage to blow off your 2 ears with one shot?
Well, I'm not a very good shot. Doctor, while you're at it, give him a good checkup. He hasn't seen a doctor in years. And he don't seem to be so frisky as he used to be.
I suppose. Haven't you got any trouble with your bowels? Hey? What you say, huh?
He wants to know if you're bound up.
Oh, no, Doctor. We have pea soup every Saturday. And that keeps everything moving. Have you had any water trouble? Hey, what'd you say?
He wants to know if you had any water trouble.
Oh, no, not for about a couple of weeks. Last water trouble I had was when the foot valve on Walter Dawes well stopped. I means your urine ain't okay. Hey, what'd you say?
He wants to know if you can pee okay.
Oh, yes, Doctor, everything is all right there. What color is your urine? Hey, what'd you say?
Doctor, it's dark. It's most as dark in the front as it is in the back. Even Jimmy's would knock up the stains.
But that was your sex drive. Hey, show us me what?
He wants to know what you like in bed. Well, Doctor, his sex drive's not very good. He's driving in the slow lane in low gear.
I wouldn't do better if I had a whole big box of those. I can see you don't want any pills.
No, sir, I don't need no pills.
Herman, I think I'll have to send you to the hospital. Get them 2 ears fixed up. Maybe then you'll hear a bit better. Unfortunately. What's he going to do now?
He says he's going to send you to the hospital to get your ears fixed. Thank God, Doctor, because I'm tired of shouting.
Well, Doctor, maybe we'll only get one done this time. Because then I'll only have to hear half of what that woman says. My tongue never stops. Well, I tell you what now, I think on your way out, you should go there to the nurse and give him a specimen of your stool, your sperm, and your urine. What did you say they want?
Oh, for God's sake, he wants your underwear.
Then when I get you stowed away in hospital, I'm over in Seattle.
This place has finally gone to the dogs. And Bob is going to explain why.
Good evening. I'd like to tell you a little story about something that happened a long time ago. As a matter of fact, it was handed down to me by my father. And probably you people will understand it better when I explains what it was all about. And it's mostly about these dogs you see is running around from place to place, not on a leash. They're doing whatever they likes to do. It goes something like this. The dogs, they once held a meeting, and they came in from near and far. Some came in by aeroplane, and more by motor car. And as they entered in the meeting room, each his instructions took. Each had to take his asshole off and hang it on a hook. Now, just as the meeting had begun, his mother and son and big sire, when one dirty little yellow pup, he jumped up and he yelled out fire. Now, in their excitement, they did not take time to look. Each had to run out through the door and grab an asshole from the hook. And you know, just got their assholes all mixed up. And that made them very sore. Because each one could not wear the ass that he had born before. So, you see, this is the reason why a dog out on the street, he'll always stop and he'll swap a smell with every dog he meets. And you see, this is the reason why, he leaves a big fat bone to go to smell to another dog's ass. He's trying to find his own.
Did you get that, Mom? Yeah. Mom, don't get the sounds or it gets on my nerves.
Harris is going to sing for us now a song called Home in Newfoundland.
One day I decided to leave Newfoundland and travel the wide world alone. I looked at my darling with tears in her eyes. She knew I'd never come back to our home. I stopped in the doorway and kissed her goodbye. Her eyes were all shiny and red. As I turned from her face and walked quickly away, these words never seen anything that could compare to my home back in old Newfoundland. I've met many people and I want you to know they've been so very kind unto me. But I can't forgive her, although I have tried, my old little wife by the sea. I don't want you to go over the sea, and I don't want to stay home alone. But if you should leave wherever you roam, I hope you will come back to me. Although I have traveled over mountains and plains, the place that I'm longing to see is the face of my darling, so long I have missed, and her Newfoundland home by the sea. Now I am returning to old Newfoundland and my home city down by the sea. Never again this wide world I roam, this rock it is heaven to me. I don't want you to go over the sea, and I don't want to stay home alone. If you should live wherever you roam, I hope you will come back to me. Yes, I hope you will come back to me.
In case you all remember our Golden Girls, two of them tonight are waiting for a sister's return.
Liz, this all time patching. Harry must wear out some bras.
Yes, by Emma, and he cheats them into queerest places.
Liz, there'll be some people swarming around here next year. He tells me this come home year.
That's what they're planning, all right. It'll be so nice to see our old friends again.
Some of them mightn't even bid us the time of day.
Indeed they will, Emma. Some of them comes home every year. Right nice people they is.
I miss Mrs. Meg since she went away. It's not the same there now, Liz. I can't see what you left on for.
Greener pastures, my child. Greener pastures. Emma, you've been grieving for Meg ever since she left. She's coming home, Emma. She's not waiting to come home yet. She's likely to come in any minute.
There's another fella coming home next year. His name is Cabot. He hasn't been 80 years. I think they call him John.
Oh, yes, John Cabot. Emma, I can't mind what he looks like. Is he the fella that used to walk me home years ago?
Not unless it was 500 years ago. The only John I know is a John Effort. And that Crosby man called him John the Baptist. shapeless. And you can smell it and air it before you can see it.
Come now, sister shouldn't quarrel.
She makes me sick. This homecoming is very enlightening. The surroundings are extremely strange. Boy, she talks some large. What language is she talking nowadays? What is that little building out there? It's very small and painted red. You should know what that is, Meg. You sat on it more than once.
That is our old outhouse, Meg. We use it to keep our fowls in it now. You remember fowls, don't you, Meg? The little birds that had laid the eggs, and then they'd batter off. I can picture poor father going to that outhouse. Sometimes he'd be there over an hour. He couldn't bear to see it tore down. He said it left behind too many happy memories.
Liz, Meg spent half her lifetime out in that old island. I can see her now running for the outhouse with a whole catalogue under her arm. I can't ever remember ordering anything from the catalogue. You didn't use it for that, Meg. My, is this the house where I was born? No, my child, they dug you up under a rock. Living in Granny's coconut, I wish they'd left you there.
Meg, what's the men like up in Toronto?
Good.
Set your sights on here one, did you?
Oh, yes. I had many, many men. 3 or 4 every night. How could they resist an attractive woman like me? I think my fingers might appeal to them. No. Oh, my. What are these little cakes? They look delicious. What is this little black thing to them? Hey, there's figgy buns. You might have lost your memory, but I see you haven't lost your appetite. I only eat health foods. You should do the same, Emma. Then you would have a nice figure like me. My, look at that moon up there. It's so beautiful. But it's much smaller here in Newfoundland than it is in Toronto. The moon might be much smaller here in Newfoundland than it is in Toronto. But I hope all the people up there are not half as foolish as what you are.
My blood is starting to boil. Emma, go to the pantry and bring me out poor old father's pictures. I can't stand this any longer. Sit down there, Meg. Sit down. Sit down, Meg.
Yeah, Liz, you're not going to kill her, is you?
Emma, I got to do something now that I never thought I'd ever have to do. I got to pull that straw from Meg's nose.
Don't do it, Liz. Don't do it. My memory just came back. I think that straw done the trick. Sure, this is just like old times. We're together again. I'm home, Emma, and I'm home, and I'm over the sky.
We're together again. You know what that means, don't you?
Yes, we'll kick up our heels, and we'll circulate the blood in our legs. Hey, we haven't had a scuff since you went away. I think Liz got 2 straight legs.
If I had a bit of music, I'd let you know how straight my legs was.
Everybody join in.
This next song by Marjorie and Wayne is Wish I Were Back Home Again.
For days just gone
Next we've got the old couple back again. They just threw their fish away, so now they're going out to see if they can jig another one. You'll get a line.
You get a line and I'll get a pole on me. You get a line and I'll get a pole made. You get a line and I'll get a pole. We'll go down to the old corner road, honey, baby mine. We'll catch a fish for supper tonight, honey. We'll catch a fish for supper tonight, babe. We'll catch a fish for supper tonight. Boil up fried will be all right, honey, baby mine. You stand on guard and be on watch, honey. You stand on guard and be on watch, babe. You stand on guard and be on watch. We'll try our luck in Morty's knot, baby mine. When Frank Porter was out and about, honey. When Frank Porter was out and about, babe. When Frank Porter was out and about, he caught his fish on a Newfound out, honey, baby mine. Hoy that jigger right away, honey. Hoy that jigger right away, babe. Hoy that jigger right away, DFO will be out again. Baby mine. We can only bring in 10, honey. We can only bring in 10, babe. We can only bring in 10 or I'll be shoved in the pen again. Baby mine. What will you do when your man goes away, honey? What will you do when your man goes away, babe? What will you do when your man goes away?
Oh, I get me another one the very next day.
That way.
Siamese twins.
Me, Susie, my Siamese twin sister. 17 years old are we. Wherever I go, whatever I do, I got a tag along sheep.
Now, Polly, I am your sister. Always together are we. Only for you, I'd be married. But you give me no privacy.
Well, don't do the dishes and real good setup have we. I wash them good in Sunday soap and she runs them for me.
At night, we have a big problem. A big, big problem, do we? We both want to sleep on opposite sides, but however can that be?
I love our rock music, Newfie music loves she. We fought and screamed at each other to ma about Walkmans for a week.
I have a brand new Chevy. We love to go driving, do we? I steers the car and I uses the brake, and the rest I leaves up to she.
We both work down to the fish plant. Very good workers are we. She guts and I cleans the fishes. And I loves their company.
Sneakers, they cause us a problem. Only 2 sneakers found we. But Mr. Brooks made us the third one, and now it fits both me and she.
The doctors
Tried to pad us,
but I like being close to she. So we'll always be together, 'cause Siamese twin sisters are we.
Escalade. That He stood there and never let it show, 'cause he could never answer yes or no. Now poor old Elijah never got a kiss, and poor old Elijah, he don't know what he missed. And is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old one head. Yeah. He always wore his Sunday fez and held a tomahawk. The men wore good beads and braids, and hope someday he'd talk. Elijah. Stubborn as can be, 'cause his heart was of an old white knotty tree. Now poor old Elijah, he never got a kiss, and poor old Elijah, he don't know what he missed. Is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old head. And then one day this wealthy customer bought the Indian maid and took her oh so far away, but old Elijah stayed. Elijah, yo. Woo. He stood there as lonely as can be, wishing he was still an old pine knotty tree. Now poor old Elijah, he never got a kiss, and poor old Elijah, he don't know what he missed. And is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old head. Now poor old Elijah, he never got a kiss, and poor old Elijah, he don't know what he missed. And is it any wonder that his face is red? Elijah, that poor old head. Elijah.
You've all heard about Johnny who went to Toronto and he had to sleep in a waterbed. So you can imagine a Newfoundlander sleeping in a waterbed in the middle of Toronto. They say you can't take the bay out of a man, so this man took the bay with him.
Well, Johnny Brown is a friend of mine, he lives just down the road. Gotta hear about the trip he had when he went off to T.O. Went up to see his little girl, 'cause she had just been weaned, and they put him down the basement. But they said goodnight, put out the lights, and crawled into the sack. It whisked around and he almost died, and everything went black. His knees are not from flying out, you can hear him overhead. That boat was rough, but not as fast as the soul overhead. Jay was on back in the fee, fishing with the boys. They kept going back and forth every time I closed my eyes. I can even hear the boys jump around the old stage head. I think I'm gonna feel alone in this whole world. I can see a suit of rubber clothes next to my old cape and sailor 20 lines of trouble. Behind my jiggers that I made myself unwell. Our Cumberland boys, I see no in this whole world. I can hear me cotton nets overboard outside the 401, and a million cars turn in the tours when I think about me gun. The bright lights of the CN Tower shining through the smog. There's a lighthouse down on Easter Head in the early morning. boys yelling out, boys help me out, I'm coming home again. Jim is out back in the field, fishing with the boys. The bed keeps rolling back and forth, and the pole's not back. I can even hear the line balls from around the old stage here. I think I'm gonna feel at home in this old Newfoundland. Coming home to Newfoundland.
Next is a song by Elaine Porter. We're going to leave the old home. You're going to leave the old home. She's accompanied by Harrison Wayne. Oh, you're going to leave the old home, Jim. Today is our last day. You're going among those city folks to dwell. Spoke his dear old mother to her lad one summer's day. Your mind's made up this way, I wish you well. When sickness overtakes you, through companions shake you, through this world you wander all alone. If a friend you haven't any, in your pocket not a penny, there's a mother always waiting for you at home, sweet home. 10 years later to the village came a stranger no one knew. His walk was slow and ragged clothes he wore. The little children laughed at him as down the street he walked. At last he stopped before a cottage door. He gently knocked, no sound he heard. First he thought her dead, then he heard a voice well known to him. It was mother's voice, her hair was silver by the touch of time. She said, thank God for sending back my Jim. The old home will be lonely, we'll miss you when you're gone. The birds won't sing so sweet when you're not here. But if you are in trouble, Jim, just write and let us know. She spoke these words and then he said goodbye.
All right, next on our program here, we got a skit called Brain Transplant. And any of you are wondering, if any of you want to get a brain transplant, this will answer some questions for you.
Next page, please.
Wait till everyone comes on stage, is what she said, wasn't it? Wait till everyone comes on stage.
I've been some time in it, ever since I had them tests done last week. Have you got it back for you sometime, isn't this week?
Yes, I have the test back. I have got some terrible news for you. There's only one thing that we can do to help you. It's a brain transplant. It's experimental and very expensive.
Oh, well, I don't worry about the money, eh? But, can you get me a brain?
There's 3
poison. I'm poisoned with the weather. And I'm poisoned with the government. I'm poisoned with John Efford. And I'm poisoned with our new minister. He talks too slow. And his sermons is too long. And I don't like his beard. I was just telling Bessie here what a wonderful man he is.
All right, next up here we have this very romantic couple. Our own version of Romeo and Juliet. And they're going to be doing a song called No One to Welcome You Home.
I hope there'll be somebody to welcome you home when you get there. This is a kind of old song. I know it's going to bring back a lot of memories to some people here anyway. Especially those of you who've been away and come back home. Today I return to the home on the place of my birth. Be it ever so humble, to me it will always comfort. Now there's nobody left there, the people have all up and gone. And sadly I stand on the spot where a house once stood on. Next I sat on the rock that for years stood outside our door. And I watched as the sea beat against the wild rugged shore. And I pictured the boats moored in the harbour below. And sadly I stand on the spot where the house once stood on. When the people all lived there, we had a neat little town. When we had a soup supper, the Clark's Beach people came down. And we went up there when they had one of their homes. We were good friends and neighbours, and that is all that was shown. I remember my mother out washing our clothes neat and clean. 'Twas done on a washboard, 'cause we had no washing machine. With the clothes on the clothesline, down to the flake she would run, to turn the salt codfish before they would burn in the sun. Next we visit the graveyard, all grown up with trees and with weeds. And I still recall just where our loved ones was laid. We erected a headstone in memory to mark the spot. Many years have since passed, but I have never forgot. So come all you people who've moved far away just like me, and I've traveled and settled in parts of this big country. And when you go back there, we know too long you have roamed. And it's sad, but it's true, there'll be no one to welcome you home. Yes, it's sad, but it's true, there'll be no one to welcome you home.
All right, next up we have our good friends at CBC Radio with a fisheries broadcast.
I'm Catherine King. I'm sitting in for Jim Wellman. He's away today on the squidding grounds. Today we're going to interview a fisherman, Lester Patton, from Portigrave. Welcome, Mr. Patton. We're glad to have you here.
Thank you very much this evening. I'm very I consider it a real privilege to be on the Fisherman's Broadcast again now. And last time I think I was on was when the Pope was back in Torbay. I can tell you one thing, I got a great deal of respect for the Pontiff.
Tell us about the 1996 crab fishery, Mr. Patton.
Well, the price of crab this summer was gone down about 60%. 60% this summer. We had problems with the monitoring. It was very slow unloading, and the quality control was the very worst. So we never got our proper weight either.
You weren't pleased. I understand. Seems like you weren't pleased with the monitoring system.
No, I wasn't very happy with it at all. They had to go in down there this summer and shut it all down. I got crooked down there one evening at the wife. I was going to bait it all up.
Next, we're going.
Now listen there, I'm not finished yet. I have to go down to 3 P.S. Roundies at the skates and the monks. And when that's over, we're going at the herring. Last time we was at that, we called the same the Swids. But anyways, I'm pleased to see all my friends there this evening contributing to the church fund. Okay,
Thank you, Mr. Head. Now next we will join 2 fishermen who are out in Conception Bay, and we listen in on their conversation.
The seal calling the Sea Crusader. Yeah, see, I wish I could have smiled and great name. Oh my God, the diesel went down there on the back of Belle Isle, man, he said from down there at the lumps. Not much to it today, man, they're terrible, terrible scarce. Anyway, I don't know what to say about it. I don't think I want to get the stamps. Not much spine in them today. Anyway, what's you at, Cecil, up the bay somewhere or what? Over. Oh, sir, he said we mop it. Yes, he said the switch is out there, he said they're shitting at the water. Yes, he said we just took back about 3,000 or 4,000 pounds, that's all. Anyway, Grammy, I suppose everything is all right over there at the Belle Isle, is it? Over. Oh my God, Cecil. My God, what a smile I'm in there now. I got the twine all up around the blades and they'll cost me on the lousy radio. And I've never seen nothing like this. Anyway, I got to talk to you Bombay now, Cecil. Probably I'll give her a call in later on, maybe when the moratorium is over. Okay, no for now, Cecil. Yes, he said I got to go till we said Winnie got a big feed of beans on. Picture Bombay, over and
Well, that's the Fisheries podcast for today, folks. Tune in again tomorrow, and Jim will be back. Thank you.
We're going to draw now for the Christmas wreath. The tickets were sold at the door on the way in. I think it was donated by Stephanie Andrews. So if Reverend Small would come forward and draw a ticket, please. My apologies, Reverend Snow.
Now it's number 391259. 391259. I wonder if we have the lights up. Yeah. People can't see. 391259. 59 are the last two digits.
Somebody should have it. It was sold at the door. So.
Harriet, Alice is going to check. She got her tickets after I got. I got 5 in. She got 5 in.
A couple of more sermons and I don't remember his name at all. Is the last two digits, right?
59, yeah. 391259.
Somebody should have that ticket. Come up, please. Whoever's got the ticket, please come forward.
Miss Thompson got it. What are you doing?
Your cousin, by the way, so we'll forget it.
Get together, yeah.
All the sisters read.
The next skit is entitled Kids Say the Darndest Things.
This song I'm going to sing reminds me of when I used to be berry picking. And some of the women I was berry picking with their husbands is out at night, so I can't say nothing about it. It's called In the Bushes With You. My name is Wayne Morgan. This is Kevin Greenland right there on my right, and his dad Ralph is next to him. Aaron Singleton is over there on the banjo, and Kevin Fowler from North River, and a good Mick. The song's called In the Bushes With You. He said, oh, what I'd give to be a young gaffer back home where me heart still longs to be too. And if you were there, all the things we would share, we'd never a care in the bushes with you. I'm sure there's no doubt that we would go tramping where the flies are so thick and the skies are so blue. If 'twas no trout, it's still would be lonely outdoors all alone in the bushes with you. Said, oh, what I'd give to be a young gaffer back home where me heart still longs to be too. And if we were there, all the things we would share, with never to care in the bushes with you. Now if we went to pick a few partridge berries, oh, I'm not a good berry picker, it's true. Sure, if 'twas no berries, not likely I'd worry, outdoors all alone in the bushes with you. Said, oh, what I'd give to be a young gaffer back home where me heart still longs to be too. And if you were there, all the things we would share, with never to care in the bushes with you. When we get back, we'd empty out our rubbers, with tin bells all stuck to our socks like the glue. And I lounge you'd blush, was twigs on your shimmy, or they know I was out in the bushes with you. Said, oh, what I'd give to be a young gaffer back home where me heart still longs to be too. And if we were there, all the things we would share, with never to care in the bushes with you. All the bears and the birds in the bushes with you. Thank you very much. The next skit going to hit her now is called A Phone Call to George. And I think he's something like Chainsaw Earl. I think he's still as stunned as me arse.
Oh, I ain't had near a letter from George this long spell. And I misses and terrible. I knows. I'm going to phone him. No. Hello? I want to speak with George. Not George, you. George from Crinkle Cove. That smart fella. Yes. There you, George. This is Mother. Mother. Yes, boy. I can phone you now because we joined Unitel. No, boy, we never left the church. There's a new telephone crowd. Yeah, that's right. How is you getting on with your unemployment? Have you got enough stamps yet? Not stamps now. Hours. Oh, my lad, you'll never get home no more. Why, you just figured out how to count your stamps. And now you got to learn how to tell the time. Yes, boy, they're always changing stuff. Yes, like the hymn says. Yeah. Did you know your father got a dog?
what, Jan?
Oh, I forgot to tell him that they're making a road right straight down the middle of the harbour. But he'll see that, I suppose, when he comes home. If they don't change their minds and tear it up again. Oh, and I forgot to show him my new apron.
The next thing on the agenda is a recitation called Three Old Women.
One old one, two old.
Three old women who live by the sea. I'm Mary. I'm Bridget.
And don't forget me.
Come and see us. 'Tis happy you'll be. Three old women who live by the sea. Young men or old men, wherever you be. Married or single, makes no difference to we. We straighten your whiskers and bandage your knee. Three old women who live by the sea. I can sing. Come on, I dance.
And for a small fee, I'll play the piano and entertain thee.
Then we'll lock the door, we'll throw away the key. Three old women who live by the sea. Three old women, 'tis time for to go. We go for a mile, but we walks pretty slow. Live in our days, forever we'll be the three old women who live by the sea.
The song's gonna be done. Elaine's gonna do it first, called Mary of the Wild Moor.
It was on one cold winter's night.
mine entitled The Bum.
Take it, Stefan. Oh, Dwayne.
Fleas or no fleas, he's got $10. You know, I phoned that minister of Quebec with the hydro situation. I said there should be some communication between Newfoundland and Quebec. The silly boy took off all his clothes. He thought I said fornication. I understand there's a new reverend in our presence. I am one of your flock, you know. If you really want to talk about sin on Sunday morning, come visit me Saturday night. Close the curtain, my son. The mother's got to make a living. I forgot to mention my boyfriend, Mr. Hoke. He gave his wife the championship trophy, but he said I was still the most valuable player. Is she a reverend? The next
item we have is a medley of songs. This will close us off for this evening, and thank you all very much.
Am I supposed to get a picture of this? Yeah, that's
Time, gentlemen, please. It's time no longer here. Time, gentlemen, please. It's time to drink our beer. We've had a few stories of dancing and song. We're all pals together as we say so long. We'll be back here next week. Always come along, for it's time, gentlemen, please. Time, gentlemen, please. It's time, we're no longer here. Time, gentlemen, please. It's time to drink up the beer. We've had a few stories of dancing and song. We're all pals together as we say so long. We'll be back here next year, so please come along, for it's time, gentlemen, please.
I hope that Actors Equity and the Musicians Local don't come and try to organize these performers, because the parish can't afford to pay a union scale. Very professional. Shakespeare usually ended his comedies with a dance, and this is as good as Shakespeare, I tell you. Marvelous. I want to thank everybody who took part this evening, especially the performers, and all of you who have come and supported them with your applause and your laughter and your singing along. It's been a wonderful evening of entertainment. I enjoyed it immensely. I neglected to mention at the beginning of the evening that this is the beginning, really, of of a special weekend of celebrations for St. Luke's congregation. 170 years ago this year, in 1826, the congregation of St. Luke was founded as a mission originally of Bay Roberts. And that's 170 years in the life of the Anglican Church in this place, and that's something to celebrate. But the present St. Luke's, which we're in the process of repairing, and from which the proceeds of this concert will go to help with those repairs, is 80 years old this year. It was built in 1916, right at the height of the First World War. So we celebrate that with this concert tonight, but we also have some special guests coming from St. John's on Sunday. The choir of the cathedral, the mother church of our diocese, will be here on Sunday afternoon to give a choral workshop for any musicians or singers who are interested at 3 o'clock at the church. And that evening they will sing Choral Eucharist at 7 o'clock at St. Luke's. That's Sunday night at 7, and I hope a good congregation will be out for that. We have a guest preacher as well, the Reverend Josiah Knoll, who was originally from Harbour Grace South and is now currently serving as the assistant priest at the cathedral. He will be preaching. And then on Monday we have our Harvest Thanksgiving dinner and Thanksgiving for these anniversaries, 170 years and 80 years. And I think the dinner starts at 5 o'clock, am I right? 5 o'clock here at the hall, and it's turkey. So if you didn't have enough turkey earlier on the week, come and have some more. I was told not to mention any names here tonight because I'd probably forget some, but I will mention one name because I was told to mention her, and that's Mona Petton, who is the chief organizer of the concert tonight. I think Mona has done an excellent job. Where'd she go? She's hiding out. She's probably going to be angry at me for naming her, but I think we need to give Mona, if she'll come out, a great big hand. I should probably give her a dig for all the things she said about me. Thanks again, and could we all stand, and Barbara will play the national anthem for us.